Welcome to 301 Banter, a show having conversations with the finest athletes across Minnesota. We delve into the trials and tribulations of the athletes, coaches, and broadcasters that make the sports world in Minnesota tick. So whether you're a diehard sports fan or just curious to learn about different people, join us for discussions and behind-the-scenes glimpses into Minnesota's vibrant sports community.
Today, we're joined by someone who's lived and breathed Minnesota football. He got his start at Orono High School before heading up to St. John's, where he spent 4 seasons in the secondary for one of the top Division III programs in the country. Along the way, he built a reputation as a tough competitor that was always ready to step up in the big moments. Tommy Deters joins 301 Banter right now. All right, so let's go back to the the beginning and what like drew you to the sport of football initially.
Um, yeah, I guess my family been playing it my whole life. I'd say it's the sport that came the easiest to me. I always chose baseball over football, but I was just, best at football. It was just my sport, I guess. I always lifted and trained for baseball, but I just had more fun playing football and it just clicked more. So yeah.
Yeah. And then you grew up playing at Orono in youth football and in high school specifically too. And what was your favorite memory from playing at Orono?
Favorite memory playing at Orno. I would say, okay, this is a long time ago, making me sound old. I think it was 17. We won like sections, and it was the first time we won sections in like a long time. So that was pretty sweet. We ended up losing in one of the games in the state tournament, but yeah, winning sections was pretty fun at Orno.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I think in any sport, going to the state tournament's always really fun and a special memory. Um,
Yeah.
so then how did playing at Orono and playing high school football in Minnesota shape you and help you prepare for the college level?
Yeah. I mean, I love playing high school football. I just thought I had more in the tank, I guess more to give at that point. So that's why I decided to play at the next level in college. I guess it's like a way different game, more competitive. Guys lift more, they're faster. I just say I guess the lifting is kind of similar. It's just, escalated in college. So there's some similarities. I just say it's taken to the next level in college.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Um, and it's like every player in college, no matter what level of college it was, seemed to be like the guy on their high school team. And like when you're playing against
Mhm.
a team full of those guys, it's that competition just has to be, better. Um,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was more of I saw it like as a challenge in a way. It's like, oh, this guy was, the best player at his high school, so it was kind of fun in a way too.
right, right. So then you played football, ended up playing football at St. John's. What made you choose St. John's over other schools and programs?
Yeah, St. John's is a huge family school. I have a lot of uncles. My dad went to St. John's. Um, I was looking at other colleges like Concordia College, Concordia St. Paul, St. Thomas. I was also looking at some colleges, not even to play football, but just for school too. So, um, I'd say my main deciding factor was when I visited St. John's on an overnight visit. It just felt like home. I clicked so well with the coaches. The guys were just so easygoing and fun to hang out with. Um, it was like the coldest day of the year too. It was like -10 when I visited St. John's in Collegeville, but no, I just had so much fun. It just felt like the right decision when I visited too, and it kind of clicked and I knew like this is the place I was going to go to.
Yeah, and St. John's obviously It feels like it's just in the middle of nowhere. Obviously
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
it's still near St. Cloud. It's still pretty close to St. Cloud, and but it has its own like community with St. John, St. Ben's, and feel like a lot of alumni come back too, for the football games. And what was that like there? The community aspect of St. John's like.
Yeah, I thought it was so cool. Like St. John's had this like small town feel to it in which like the whole town would go to football games. Like at the very least we would have like 8,000 people go to the games even if we like didn't play a good team. So it was just like the coolest thing. Like the tailgates were so fun. Like once I was a alumni, I could start tailgating and so many people showed up and some people even showed up at like 7 a.m. if the game started at like 1 o'clock p.m. So it was like the most insane thing. So yeah, I definitely loved it.
Yeah, for sure. So a lot of players have a welcome to college football moment. Did you have that moment for you? And if so, what was that moment?
Um yeah, I would say I think it was like the third week of the season against Bethel, my sophomore year. The starting quarterback from Bethel, he was a Minnesota transfer. He weighed like 6'4", 240, or was 6'4" tall, weighed 240, and I tackled him head on. My helmet like hit his knee, and it just bounced off and hit the ground and slammed the ground, and it just hurt so badly. So that was, I guess, my welcoming moment.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get those transfers from all over the place, um and obviously football, you've got a lot of different sizes of players playing uh all on the same team. Um
For sure, yeah.
um do you what is your favorite moment from playing at St. John's?
Favorite moments. Um, I would say this is kind of a moment. It's moments to sophomore year. We made it to the playoffs, and because we lost a game during the regular season, we had to play on the road like the whole playoffs. And we went to like California, we went to like Chicago, then we went to Milwaukee, and just like hanging out with the guys when we were like on the road was so much fun. And building those relationships was just the coolest thing. So I just say like, I don't know, hanging out with the guys at the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. uh um I know you know this, having grown up playing like hockey, but those out of town tournaments that you grow up playing, it's like feels like that where you're playing like knee hockey in the hallways and just having fun with your friends and teammates, and that sounds like what that was like in the playoffs. There was
For
just
sure.
hanging out.
Yeah, like no one else hanging out but us. And it was, yeah, so cool.
Yeah. Did you have any like routines or superstitions before games, or maybe like the week of a game? Did you have any routines or superstitions that you would do?
Yeah. Ugh. I know I had something. Let me think. I always went down to the field early and did some like yoga stretches when no one was on the field. Didn't want to see anyone like see me and make fun of me for doing some weird stretches, so I did that alone. But outside of that, I think it was pretty normal, not too superstitious.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Um, and then just in general, what did you enjoy most about playing the sport of football?
Just competing. I see myself as being so competitive, and I guess like playing the position I played, it's one on one, you against the receiver, and it's it's so fun because someone has to win, someone has to lose, and just the competitive nature of it was so fun.
Yeah. Yeah, and like you said, you grew up in a competitive family. You had played baseball growing up, hockey growing up too. How did playing other sports and um, growing up in a competitive family, how did that help you um, on the football field?
Yeah, I just say like, the life lessons you learn. When you lose a play or lose, a something like a pitch in baseball, it's the same thing as football. There's always the next play, always the next snap, having a short-term memory, and also working as a team, like working with the guys. You always have to be on the same page as your teammates. So I'd say like just, being a team player is a big aspect too.
Yeah, for sure. And in college, again, this doesn't matter what level of college it is obviously you are a student athlete, and how was balancing the academic side with the athletic side?
Yeah, I think with me, because it was like a Division 3 playing football, it wasn't like all season long. It wasn't like too bad most of the time. Sometimes when we had like, away games, it became harder when we'd stay like overnight in like different states. But that only happened like a handful of times. So for the most part, it was good. A lot of my teammates were in the same like classes that I was in, so that made it like really easy. We could kind of bounce ideas off of each other and work together on stuff. So that was so helpful, just having someone else to like work on stuff with. So eh, academics wasn't too difficult playing a sport, but that was just, my experience.
Yeah, yeah. And when you look back over the course of your entire playing career, who has had the biggest impact on it?
Oh my gosh. I'd say my parents. I mean, they made this opportunity available for me to, play when I was a kid all the way until college. So I'd say them.
Yeah, for sure. It's hard to look past the people that were driving you to practice every day growing up. And, uh,
For sure. Yeah.
um, so final question here before we'll let you go here. What advice do you have for kids that are looking to play football past high school?
Um, yeah, good question. I'd say like if you're, if you have it in you, if you want to keep on playing, you just have to love the game so much to keep on playing. Um, and it's not like just about you. It's about developing, new relationships, working with new teammates, meeting new people. Um, and it's something you honestly have to buy into no matter what level you're playing at. So, yeah, I just say if it's something you love, I would, recommend keep on playing and doing it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you for taking the time today to sit down and talk a little bit.
Yeah, thank you.
Massive thank you to Tommy Deters for taking the time to sit down and talk today. Thanks to everyone that watched this video up until this point. Please leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe to the 301 Show channel. Comment down below of people you want to see next on the show. We'll see you next time. Peace.